This is everything I saw at Sagamore Creek in the Cuyahoga Valley National Park. Sagamore Creek is a tributary to the Cuyahoga River and is well shaded from a sycamore and hemlock forest. I threw on my snorkel and started at a deep pool at the base of a sycamore tree. I immediately saw many different species of fish, so let's see how many we can identify. Here's a largemouth bass. This is a smaller largemouth and could be mistaken as a smallmouth bass. However, this fish's jaw extends past its eyes, meaning that it's a largemouth. I saw a few creek chubs and we have seen these before in my other videos. Look for the dorsal spot on the dorsal fin for identification. I was pumped to see these juvenile rainbow trout that are naturally reproducing in Sagamore Creek. Here's a bluegill, and we saw these at Indigo Lake. They are in the family Centrarchidae, the same family as largemouth bass. Next to the bluegill was a green sunfish. They look similar to bluegill but have a larger mouth and are not as deep bodied. They can be very fun to catch as they are very aggressive. Here's a juvenile northern hogsucker. Notice their distinct markings on their backs. It is even more pronounced when they are smaller. There are many shiners in this deep hole, but I was unable to identify the specific species. However, they are likely all common or striped shiners, and both are native to Ohio. Now that we've identified many of the fish species in this hole, it is fun to try to identify all the species in this pool. Try to see how many you can count. Here's a group of white sucker lying underneath the overhanging sycamore branches in the deep pool. Like the northern hogsucker, they are bottom feeders and are in the same family Catastomidae. It was cool to see all the fish diversity in just one deep pool, but I wanted to keep moving to see what else I could see. I saw even more juvenile rainbow trout. These fish are native to the Pacific Ocean and West Coast, but are stocked in Ohio for fishing. They are anadromous, meaning that they spend most of their time in the Pacific Ocean before spawning in the rivers. In Ohio, Lake Erie acts like the Pacific Ocean, and they will spawn in the Lake Erie tributaries. What's even cooler about Sagamore Creek is that it is not stocked by the state, and the juvenile fish in these pools are sustained by naturally reproducing stray steelhead from the Cuyahoga River. This was really cool to see a group of juvenile rainbow trout actually feeding at the bottom of a riffle. When they are this young, they are looking to eat insect larvae that are drifting down the stream. I kept walking the creek to find the next pool to snorkel and flipped a few rocks on the way. Under this rock I found this green frog who was hiding near the water. Green frogs have a very distinct and unique ribbit that sounds like the plucking of a loose banjo string. See you later, green frog. This is the footage of the last pool I snorkeled for the day. I was happy to see some additional diversity. This is a juvenile largemouth bass and has a very distinct coloration. This is likely because this fish is living in very clear water, which can enhance the colors of fish. Speaking of distinct colorations, here is a rainbow darter. Just as its name implies, it has beautiful colorations and is arguably one of the prettiest freshwater fish in the world. I saw many of these rainbow darters scooting along the bottom of the creek. Darters in general like fast water and are often found in riffles. Here's a Johnny darter. They are slightly more slender than the rainbow darter and have the W's on their sides as distinguishing markings. Here's another juvenile northern hogsucker that zoomed by. It's cool to see such a small one, and their colors are even more pronounced in this clear water. Sagamore Creek was a blast to snorkel, and I was very impressed with the fish diversity in this small creek. I hope you enjoyed the video, and thank you so much for tuning in. Please enjoy the last few clips from extra footage that I got while snorkeling the creek. Thank you.